Welcome to the first round of the Tennessee Aquarium, where we begin in the River Journey building to the first gallery, the Appalachian Co Forest, which opened with the aquarium back in 1992. From the lobby is a long escalator that takes you up several stories to the mountaintop, where there you can learn more about the range and its purpose. Through the revolving door is true nature, placing you in between the over-towering canyons. The first inhabitant lies within the rock, a terrarium for a black rat snake. Here's a photo of it because to keep the guest movement flowing, there's little time to film. Beyond the canyon, you're shown why I believe this is the most immersive space in the building. A 7,500 square foot, seasonally progressive temperate forest placed under an all-glass ceiling that makes the river journey 12 stories high. In the corner is the building's crowd favorite, the River Otter Falls, a 2014 $1.7 million expansion of the old otter habitat. Going back in time, it appears that the former one was more natural looking, but the revamp tripled their space. They added a multi-tiered elevated landscape to allow 6 of their otters to hide. There's waterfalls and a cascade that falls into an L-shaped, crystal clear underwater view. In the middle of the atrium is a tall, hollowed-out tree with a closed cavity. If you were to look into it, you'd find a northern pine snake. Now things start to get a little loud and the scenery a little greener, with an open pond and fallen logs. This is called the mountain sink. Where it shows in nature, larger fish tend to gather around places like this because there is ample cover created by semi-cave formations and dark overhangs that hides them from predators. 3 species of trout are home to this particular sink, but the water does continue to move. Just next to the exit is a separate pocket containing several smaller fish. The trout then takes you out of the greenhouse and into the aquarium's very, very dark main hallway, which not too far ahead openly shows you a look at every single story below, and you'll notice that each level has several tanks outside of the main galleries, including this Appalachian Cove. From what's called the canyon area, my understanding is the water from that mountain sink continues this way and falls into a huge 2-story tank, and it now makes more sense to tell you that this sink is 30,000 gallons. And not too far from that, it still continues and ends at the mountain stream, whose water flow is constantly changing. And that was the Cove Forest. Immediately following is the Discovery Hall, a short representation of the smaller life of the southeastern United States. There are 11 total smaller tanks for several darterfish, a swamp nursery that always contains baby alligators, a 360-degree Pascagoula River home to several turtles and sunfish. There's barking tree frogs. Even making their way in there are poison dart frogs, and it concludes with the circular touch tank for lake sturgeons. And that summarizes the first 2 quick voyages of the river journey. Next time we're here in this building, we'll continue in order by heading west into the Mississippi. Thank you for watching.